Okay, so we just got a new account, and let me quickly show you around and explain you where you are and how it literally works. I mean, the general settings of the Integromat, we will set this for our preferences, so on and so forth. So basically this the first part, and this what actually you will see that all the time if you log in Integromat, and if you just even open the integromat.com, you will see your dashboard. So this is main place where you will see the operations you spending during the billing cycle and the data transfer. We will speak about about these parameters later. So just for now, you just need to know that you will be able to find your usage in here. Is the general usage of whole account. You can go and change your subscription, buy more operations in here, okay, if you want, or change the plan. So this might actually will be changed soon, the billing section, but for now we have it as is. Then you can buy more operation here. So this is just for plan change, this for more operations. So if you want to buy additional operation to your existing plan or more data, you can do this here. Again, you just need to know for now where you can find. Then you will have the list of your active scenarios, because we haven't created anything yet, so we do not have them here. Then you have settings for your account. So this actually kind of repeats a little bit the previous button. So we have the user. So this is just one user, and you can invite in your organization, which currently calls My Lab by default. So you can invite when you on a paid plan, or on your, we have the basic because you use the affiliate link, right? So you kind of have all option of paid plan in this current cycle, and you can invite different users to use the same space, or we call this organization, right? And this user might be the admin, it might be the editor, so different option roles you can check. So admin, operator, a monitoring accountant, so on and so forth. So you just need to add the email and send invitation link to them. Okay, so and that user might have just a free account, so no paying things, no nothing. This is subscription, just repeats the previous thing. The payment, where you can actually see the payments. So now, as you can see, you kind of use the coupon, right? So because you have used the affiliate link. And we have email notifications options, where you can enable, disable the tips for success, error warnings, the activations warnings, so different types of things. Then we have the scenarios. This is basically the place where you will see all your scenarios, and we will stop here a little bit later. Templates. So templates is a section where you have already pre-built templates for you, and you can start using them by adding your accounts, your connections, as we call them, to these modules. So these are round things we call, by the way, modules, right? And these kind of workers, this kind of analogy, we will see it a little bit later in the scenario itself. Then we have a connections. So this basically a place where you will be able to see your connection. Let me jump into different account to show you how it works when you have already a little bit moved further. Okay, so this is how it looks in real account, which has many connections. So basically each not even service, but each account of different service you connect to Integromat will be shown here as a connection, the separate connection here. So as you see, I have many connections for Discord and our webinar, many services, right? And you can manage them, you can rename them right in here and work with them. So as soon as we connect, we will add different services, create these connections, you will be able to manage them here. Then we move to webhooks, which actually will be empty here, definitely, because it's a free, it's empty new account. In the used account, you will see the webhooks. It's a similar thing, right? So you will see your webhooks. These actually if you're not familiar with the webhooks yet, it's kind of address where you will be able to get the data. So many services will submit you the data to some address. It's a kind of like email address, right? So or phone number. You're giving someone email or phone number to get calls, SMSs, mails, whatever, emails there. Same thing for the webhook, but it works for the web data in this case. Okay, so moving further to keys, this actually place where you will store your special connections. Let's call them special connections. This mostly for advanced users, so we won't spend more time on it. Devices bar related to your mobile devices. So currently I have this one device here. It's an iPhone, right? So when you use iOS modules or Android modules, you will see your devices connected here, and again you can rename, manage them here. Data stores. So this is place, as you see, it's everything empty in new account. I'll show you the used one. So data stores, these things, it's literally database. If you're not familiar with the databases at all, the basic simplest enclosure analogy will be the Google Sheet tables, right? So or Excel tables. So this basically places where you can store your data. So again, the simplest analogy to understand will be the table, but comparing to the tables, data stores might have much more advanced logic and structure. That's it. But the idea is the same. You store your data here. You're referring to the name or address or record inside the data store or database, and you may create these records, read these records, delete these records, and update these records. Data structures. This is also one more thing related to your data stores, and not only. So these basically the patterns, these kind of templates of how your data stored. Either it will be the columns, right, with just the text fields, or it will be the collection, array, it might be binary files, it might be text files, so on and so forth. It's kind of template of your, as we said, this data stores, the analogy of it will be the tables, right? So the data structures, it will be kind of template for this table. That's it. So same thing, you may clone them, edit, delete, rename, so actually manage. Right? My apps, it's a section where you will be able to create your own application on Integromat platform. So your own modules or your own worker, as analogy we will use. So by default you have these examples. When you will be advanced user, you will be able to create your own, and you will have definitely more. So now we won't stop on this because we just starting. I'm just showing you around. So we have also several things here. The first is organizations. As I said you before, by default on this basic plan, right? So you currently on trialing the basic plan. You have one organization, and you can use it in full. So you can invite people. On free accounts, you won't be able to invite the people. You will still have the only one organization. Then when you will invite more people, and when you actually will be invited to different organizations, so you will be able to manage them like this. Let me jump to another account. Okay, so this is another account, and here, as you can see, I have an option to switch between organizations. The organization, again, is kind of space where you have own scenarios, own connections, and everything. So if I jump to, let's say, this one, it's a different organization. So it was actually probably the free one, right? And it was cancelled. So as you see, I can switch to it, but I can switch, for example, to this one. So I will be able to see the totally different scenarios or automations or integrations, right? And inside of them there will be totally different connections, means accounts. and I do see the usage of it, so on and so forth. So this how works the organizations. So if you go here to organizations, if you have more of them, so you will be able to see how and where you are. So let's say this one, this is organization, the native organization where this account is owner, right? If you jump to different one, let's say this, we should be able to, yeah, so this basically just repeat this switcher. Then we go to so we're going to next part of this thing, and it's this is our new empty account. So we have news, right? It's actually just a timeline where shown what updates and news we have, right? Which module was added or updated. So you basically can find them here. Then we have the feature request part, where you can go and submit your feature request or find some sometimes there are some workarounds. So if you have some requests, you may go there and find this workaround. Then we have the last the big part of it. It's a profile. So we have the community. This is just a link to blogs, apps and services, where you can see the list of all possible all services connected currently to Integromat. So it might be a little bit easier to find them by category or so. So if you, let's say, looking for some e-commerce platforms, you can easily click in here and see what exactly we have. Then if we go further into our profile, you will be able to see the mobile app, right? It's just explanation and links to the mobile applications which you can install in your phone. Then we have the pricing page. It's basically just you to know the plans and difference of them. We currently on a basic plan, as you see here, right? So it's not the regular one, it's a $9 plan we trialing. Then we have the affiliate program part, where you can create your own affiliate link and make the commission on it. So you can just need to add the code, the PayPal link to payouts, and that's basically it. Then we have the profile page, where you can set enable disable guide. These are pop-ups. Then we have email notification options, which are a little bit more advanced. So you can see you can be subscribed to use cases, product updates, and so on and so forth, different types of things. And for each organization here, you will be able to see the particular notification. So this kind of more advanced option to set up your email notifications. Then we have time zones, two of them. So one for the general account purposes, and second for scenarios. We will speak about this a little bit later. And this token, this currently just for developers, so you don't really need to care about it. It's just for you if you are using the SDK of Integromat to create your own application in this section using the Code Studio. So that's basically it. And